yourself.
Round 9 on the schedule sees us at a unique racetrack, Pocono Speedway. It's going to be a very interesting race, 50 laps around this 3-turn speedway. It's just a very long track, and it takes a while to get around here, a little over 50 seconds. So this race is going to be very interesting. We saw in qualifying that tire wear falls off, and we're going to see some guys have to pit probably maybe 2 times during the race, maybe even 3 times. So it's going to be interesting to say the least that some of these drivers out there are going to be having to conserve their tires, and tire wear will probably come into the play, but I'm not entirely sure. We're going to see a very interesting race. Sony Pole Award went to Jeffrey Finguy for this race weekend. A very strong outing for the 92 Dodge for Jeffrey Finguy. He's been having like a slip in the points the last couple of weekends. It didn't really finish that well at Cleveland. Actually, a lot of teams had a lot of problems out there at Cleveland. It's going to be interesting to say the least of what kind of race we're going to see here. Bradley Bishop Jr. qualified very well, top 10 for that team. He's going to have to go to the rear. Jesse Tunner, the point leader, started in 11th. His teammate Jake Bassinger lost the point lead after Cleveland. He's starting mid-pack. He's going to have to work his way towards the front. But one of the big news headlines coming in this race weekend is Charles Sanford is back in the 24 car, and Luke Martin replacing Eric DeMax for this race weekend. DeMax will be on the sidelines if Charles Sanford needs to step out of the ride, and DeMax needs to finish off the race for the 24 team. However, Sanford could possibly go the distance. We're not entirely sure about that. Martin in the 25 car for this race weekend, giving it his best qualifying run since taking over Eric DeMax's ride. 16th on the board for qualifying. A lot of rookies qualified very well in this race. Further on back in the field, you can have some drivers going to be coming from the back, but it's going to be interesting nonetheless. Let's get down and underway for Pocono. The pace car will get ready to make that dive onto pit road. Getting ready for 50 laps of racing. The green flag flies. We're racing for round 9. This front straightaway is very long and wide. It allows 3 wide moves like you see Jordan Davis doing on Jeffrey Finguy. 3 wide for the lead. Davis shooting his number 5 Chevy all the way up to the lead, side by side with Jeffrey Finguy for the lead. And it looks like Davis is going to get it. Matthew Rodriguez trying to fill the gap, moving to second. PJ Williams also trying to move up the order. But Davis, what a move on the start of the race. He's your new leader. However, here comes Matthew Rodriguez to the inside of Davis. Davis led lap 1 of the race, but Matthew Rodriguez is looking to take it away, and the number 99 is out front. DJ Kurtis and Cody Lamas has worked their way by Jeffrey Finguy. Finguy is slowly dropping back early in the race, but Kurtis, the 2016 winner here, up into 3rd position and looking to make a pass on Davis here. Into turn 1, Kurtis has got the momentum, looking to try and take it away from Jordan Davis. And off of turn 1, Kurtis into 2nd. One of our title contenders, Jake Bassinger in the 97, looking to take it 3 wide on Jeffrey Lynn and Luke Martin. Martin having to back out of the gas a little bit there. Bassinger started mid-pack. He started back there about 23rd. He's all the way up, making a pass on Jeffrey Lynn for the 10th position. So Bassinger on the move. Jesse Turner just behind him. Turner, the new point leader, started right there where he's at. So Turner really hasn't moved forward or moved backwards, but right behind his teammates, going to try and follow him to the front. Rodriguez and Kurtis ran very well here at Pocono in 2016, so it's kind of no surprise to see them running pretty well here at Pocono, but Kurtis has got a really good car here. He's moving his way towards the front. He's underneath of Rodriguez, but Rodriguez wanted to fight back on the outside. But Kurtis looks like he's got the better car at this point. Gonna edge his way to the lead in turn 2. Gonna have the preferred line as well. Get the lead to DJ Kurtis. One driver who is marching his way towards the front. It is Chris Dodd in the 15 Oreo Ford. Man, Dodd's flying up there right now. He's 13th on the board. He started outside the top 30 Not entirely sure where he started, but I'm thinking he started like 34th or 32nd. But here he is, making a move on Luke Martin. This is for the 12th position. So, Dodd, really one of our biggest movers of the day, and he's got a pretty fast car. Got a battle for third going on. Cody Lamas trying to take Jordan Davis on the outside. Davis not wanting to give up. Davis, the highest winning Chevy driver, running door to door with Cody Lamas. Lamas may have the advantage here on the outside in turn 3. The outside has been really where you want to be, but Davis is trying to take his line away. Look at him trying to slide up. Some hard racing here for third place. Davis going to keep the position. The front two are pulling away. Kurtis and Rodriguez are in their own little zone. They're having a great run right now. Dodd continuing to pick his way through cars. I'm very impressed with the 15 car here. Dodd has not made much noise despite his run at Atlanta earlier this season, but he's got a good car, and he's marching towards the front. It's only lap 11 here, which I say it's only lap 11, which is about a fifth of the way through, but man, he nearly runs over Fenga. You see how fast he is? He's just able to throw it in there a lot better and go in the corner a lot faster than everyone else. Got a good handling car. He's up to 7th position. Cody Lamas was finally able to get by Jordan Davis. Dom Caps also trying to get by, and it looks like he will. Dom Caps is second in the point standings. He's only 5 points behind Jesse Turner, and as of now, he would be about 1 point behind Jesse Turner after this race. So Caps trying to eat into the point lead, trying to take it back. And there's Chris Dodd again, marching his way towards the front. You better watch out for that 15 car. Dodd's never won a Sony Cup Series race. His best finish in the Sony Cup Series, I believe, was 5th out at Atlanta. It might have been 4th, but Dodd, he got his first top 5 finish ever this season back at Atlanta, and he's got a quick car. And marching his way towards the front, he's up here with his teammates of Caps and Rodriguez. And Rodriguez and Kurtis continuing to pull the gap on the field. Dodd underneath of Caps. He's been our biggest mover of the race. How about this driver of Chris Dodd? Got a really good car going underneath the 6 car, who has been the most winning driver for this team. Caps and Rodriguez has won for Martin Motorsports this season. Dodd's looking to add that name to right there as well. Them 2 drivers has won. Dodd and Griffin are the next drivers on the team that have not won a race. And Dodd just took Caps and Lamas for position and moved Chris Dodd into 3rd. Charles Sanford is running in 16th position. He has been moving his way up towards the front. Oh, trouble up in front of him. James Sorfox and PJ Williams have tangled up in the wall, but they keep it going. No caution, but James Sorfox is going to have to pit. He's got a lot of damage, and some other drivers are also coming in. So scheduled pit stops are coming in here on lap 14 of 50. That's a little early than what I expected everyone to be pitting on. That was Davis and Lamas who came in, but trouble for Silver Fox and PJ Williams. The next lap by DJ Kurtis, Matthew Rodriguez are going to come in. Chris Dodd's going to stay out and get some bonus points. Dom Caps is also in, along with Jesse Turner, Jake Bassinger, Luke Martin, and a few others stay out. This very well might be Chris Dodd's first ever lap led in the series. I'm not entirely sure on that, but Dodd comes down pit road. Bassinger and Martin also dive it in. Pit stops are cycling out. The leaders have just went by. Matthew Rodriguez and DJ Kurtis are out front with the race lead by a good margin on the rest of the field. Rodriguez takes the lead from Kurtis on the pit stops here. Some drivers back here had terrible pit stops, and it took them a long time to do their pit stop. It is Caleb Hoffman, 34th on the board. Ryan Griffin dropped to 36, so they had terrible pit stops that dropped them way down the order. Some more battling for the lead up front. Kurtis again on the bottom in turn 1. Turn 1 being a big passing zone for everyone of the leaders. But these 2 drivers have been the class of the field all day. Last week's winner, DJ Kurtis, looking to go back-to-back here at Pocono. But Matthew Rodriguez looking for his 8th win of the series and his 2nd win of the season. Trying to bring Martin Motorsports their 5th win of the season. They have been the top team of this entire year. 4 wins in just 8 races so far. Rodriguez has a chance to get them with their 5th win of the season. And don't look back now, but Chris Dodd, he's not really been pulling away from Jordan Davis, but he hasn't really been running them down either. But Dodd and Caps are still there, so man, Martin Motorsports has 3 of their race cars in the top 5, all within striking distance to try and win this race with 30 to go. Kurtis is out front. Battle for the 9th position. Jeffrey Lynn has seemed like he has turned the corner since Springfield. He won at Springfield. He got a top 10, finished 9th at New Hampshire, and also got another top 5 over at Cleveland. He finished 4th there. So he's really been clicking off some really good finishes as of late and been one of the top drivers for Allen Family Racing Team. He's in the 9th position. How about Luke Martin stepping in this car for the 25 car? He's in the top 10. This will be the best finish of the season for this 25 team. Just exactly what Nick Mace wanted to see out of this 25 team. So get some good finishes in the top 10 right here for Luke Martin. This could be his 5th top. Actually, yeah, it would be his 5th. Oh, his 5th top 10 in 7 races. Jake Bassinger hanging out here in 11th, trying to move his way into the top 10. Mace down to 12th. Finn Guy the pole suitor down to 13th. William Brock having a good run here, 14th. And Charles Sanford still out there racing hurt. We haven't had a yellow to come out, so he's still out there. And he's having a good run for his first race back in the top 15. Rodriguez trying to take the lead on the outside. He's got a run off turn 1. That was a heck of a try to get it on the outside. But Kurtis is going to hang on to it. Dodd in the 15, not really making any headway in the back. It's really just these 2 drivers of Kurtis and Rodriguez. They've been, like I said, the best cars here. And if they don't win, I'll be entirely shocked. They've had the horsepower, they've had the speed. They're going to be the ones to contend with if you want to take it away. Halfway in the race, I'm going to take you through the field like quick. Kurtis is your leader. Rodriguez in 2nd. Dodd 3rd. Caps is in 4th. Jordan Davis is back in 5th. Jesse Turner, the point leader, having another solid day. This would be his 8th. Yeah, it would be his 8th consecutive top 10 finish in the season if he can continue on in 6th. 7th is Cody Lamas. 8th, a big battle for 8th, actually. Jake Bassinger going by Dejon Weeks, bringing Luke Martin with him. Martin into the 9th position. Back to 10th position is Dejon Weeks. However, Jeffrey Lynn trying to move his way back into the top 10. William Brock into 11th. I believe it's 11th, actually, or 12th. Then you got Charles Sanford, Nick Mace, Jeffrey Finguy down to 15th. 16th, Dylan Young. Stephen Jenkins down in 17th. Eric Burton in 18th. 19th is Levi Pasco. And rounding out the top 20 is Andreas Allen. Garrett Sidner slid back. He's 21st. Ryan Acosta, Sean Perkins, Kyle Collins. And rounding out the top 25, Carson Scott, 26th. Fisher, Bobby Jones, 27th. Fitzwater's 28th. 29th is 29th is Harple. 30th, Griffin. Then Lester back here, Schwellenberg, Jeff James, Caleb Hoffman, who had a bad pit stop, Josh Crash. Then the Davidson, Hernandez, Bishop Jr., Richardson, Pierre-Cleese, Silver Fox, and Williams, who had troubles early on. The leader is still DJ Kurtis. The leader, DJ Kurtis, is coming on in for a 2nd time. Lap 29 out of 50. Definitely going to have to make a 3rd pit stop. Kurtis hands the lead over to Matthew Rodriguez. Rodriguez is also coming down pit road. Dodd is in. Caps is in. Martin's going to come in. So is Bassinger. So is Lynn. Charles Sanford is going to stay out and try and lead this lap, and he will get them bonus points for leading a lap. Now Charles Sanford is going to hand the lead over. 2nd place, Dylan Young, Stephen Jenkins are also in. Scott's going to bring it down. Every one of our leaders that have now stayed out the longest have finally pitted. And the leader is DJ Kurtis with a little gap on Matthew Rodriguez. 3rd is Dodd. And it's going to be 4th, a battle for 4th with Caps and Davis. Here comes Matthew Rodriguez, however, to the inside of DJ Kurtis. They're definitely going to have to make one more pit stop after this. These drivers have been really good in their pit stops and been right together all race. But lap car's Nick Pierre-Cleese is going to get in the way just a little bit. Rodriguez having to check up a little bit. Kurtis is going to pounce off the corner. Rodriguez going to get to the inside, possibly. And he will but Kurtis is on his back bumper, nearly gave him a shot heading off into turn 3, but Rodriguez keeps position and pulls a little gap on Kurtis. This battle for the 4th position has been going on for laps now. Caps and Davis racing door to door, but how about Luke Martin bringing this 25 team back to the top here? The first race for this 25 car for Luke Martin, and he's sitting here in the 6th position on the door of another top 5 finish. He's finished in the top 5 4 times in 6 races. This is his 7th race, looking to get a 5th top 5 this season. He's moving his way into 10th in the point standings, and he's really made a big headway in the points. And looking to pass his teammate Jordan Davis and be the leading Chevy driver. Jesse Turner underneath of William Brock. This is for the 8th position. Right now as they run, Jesse Turner and Dom Capps would be tied for the point lead, and the tiebreaker would go to Dom Capps for the wins he has. But with this move, Jesse Turner goes by William Brock, and Turner regains the point lead as they run by 1 point. Luke Martin making a move for the 5th position, and Martin looking for his 5th top 5 of the season in the 25 Mountain Dew Chevy up in the top 5. I want to give a call to some of these drivers back here. Sean Perkins and Levi Pasco. They started out in provisional land to start the race. They're currently 16th and 18th right now. They really rebounded, and they're in the top half of the field, getting a better finish than where they were running when they first started the race. Good rebound for them drivers. Jake Bassinger, he's actually 3rd in the point standings, working his way under Luke Martin. Really no competition at all. Bassinger really got that car tuned up, and he's flying out there right now. He just went right by Luke Martin, the 25. He's up to 5th. Looking on Dom Capps, this would be for the 4th position. No challenge there. Jake Bassinger up to 4th position. Really having a good run here late in the going. Man, he's just flying on these tires. And this is a battle for the 10th position. Cody Lamas has been fading in this run just little by little. He ended up running into somebody, a lap car on pit road, and he's got some damage to the hood, so he's been falling back ever so slowly. But Nick Mace underneath is a battle for the 10th position. Charles Sanford, I can't say enough about how good of a race he's running as well. Him and Luke Martin, considering the news headlines they had coming in this race, both having great runs. Sanford in 11th, a great run after qualifying pretty poorly. He's on a chance to get a top 10 finish. One of our leaders of Jordan Davis is in and on pit road right here at the very end with about 6 to 7 laps to go. Our leader's about to be pitting, and this is going to be critical for the race. DJ Kurtis is going to come down pit road with 7 laps to go, 6 at the line. This is a great call for DJ Kurtis, I believe, for him to be pitting early to try and get tires and maybe leapfrog in front of Matthew Rodriguez. The very next lap later, the leader, Matthew Rodriguez, is going to come down pit road. This could be big. All the pressure on the pit crews to get them out first and out quick. This is going to be it. 5 to go. There's Matthew Rodriguez, and there's DJ Kurtis. This is the race for the win. With about 5 laps to go, here comes DJ Kurtis. Rodriguez's crew did a nice job of getting him out there quick, and he still keeps the lead. Jordan Davis really prevailed by pitting early. He really made up a lot of lost time, and there he is making a pass on Dom Capps. This is for the 4th position, and Davis may come out of here with a top 5 finish. He had dropped down to 7th. He's now up to 4th, and it's closing in on 2 laps to go. Matthew Rodriguez is going to have to worry about getting by Zayden Davidson and then worry about keeping the 19 behind him. Late in the race, he has been really good and been able to hold off DJ Kurtis, but with 2 laps to go, can Rodriguez make it back and win the race here at Pocono? DJ Kurtis has been quick all race, but has he been holding back? He's on the back bumper. Zayden Davidson may have held him up just a little bit, maybe enough. But he gets off the corner good enough. And Davidson holding up Kurtis just a little bit. And coming up on a lap and a half to go, Matthew Rodriguez is going to hold off, trying to hold off the winner at Cleveland. I don't know. Kurtis has been really good here, but he's been kind of holding back. He's going to have to give it all she's worth with a lap and a half to go. The white flag flies one more time in the round. Matthew Rodriguez and DJ Kurtis have been the best cars all day. But something's going to have to happen here if Kurtis is going to take it away. He threw it in there in turn 1, and it kind of got a good run there. He's right there. I don't know, Matthew Rodriguez has been so solid. There's not going to be anyone. Bradley Bishop Jr. is just a ways ahead. Rodriguez has held off any challenge that Kurtis has put on him in these last couple of laps. Turn 3, last lap. Will Kurtis have anything for him? He drives it in, but can't quite get there. Matthew Rodriguez through turn 3 is going to make it 5 wins for Martin Motorsports. 5 wins for Martin Motorsports. Rodriguez gets his 2nd win of the season. How about that for Matthew Rodriguez? He hangs on and finally gets to celebrate another one. He came close at New Hampshire. He dominated New Hampshire. And here in the last half of the race, he dominated, was able to hold off DJ Kurtis. And Kurtis is going to have to settle for 2nd. A great try and valiant effort from DJ Kurtis, the defending champion. But he's got to wait for win 18 for another day. Matthew Rodriguez gets the 5th win of the season for Martin Motorsports. They have been so good. I cannot believe how fast Martin Motorsports has been this season. They've been really good all season. But I want to give a call to this driver we haven't really been talking about. He's been in his own little code. Nobody has battled him, and he's not battled anybody for a while. But give a call to Chris Dodd, who started outside the top 30 and finishes 3rd. Great run for Chris Dodd. 4th is Jordan Davis with a great strategy call to get inside the top 5 there at the end. Dom Katz finishes 5th. A great run for Luke Martin in this 25 team to get them in the top 10. He misses out on a top 5, but a great try. Jay Bassinger in 7th, and Turner's going to hang on to the point lead for this race. He gets a 8th place finish. 9th for William Brock, a run he really needed. Great run for him. And rounding out the top 10, Mr. Consistent, Nick Mace, getting another top 10 finish this season. But congratulations to Martin Motorsports, and more so to Matthew Rodriguez on yet again another victory. It's his 2nd win of the season. Man, Martin Motorsports has been on their game and so quick each race this season. I think 3 of their cars finished in the top 5. That just shows how quick they are each week. A great run for them. Let's get you our finishing results and standings after round 9 of the season.